Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Yeah, sometimes the mic is hot there. Now, you have to remember that if you're going to stream or anything like that, that it could be, and even I've been tripped up. Some of you will remember, I'll never remember which episode it was now, where the mic was hot and I said something I usually don't say, the kind of things most people don't want to say on their live streams. But I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, but thank you for letting me know. And the Gaming Ham, thank you for that super chat. I know that Tatum Dawn dropped one earlier as well. We'll look at those two channels right after we talk about our featured channel for today. This is Smallholder Homestead, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They are quite a large family with 8 children, if I understand right, and they want to motivate in a spiritual way, of course, but they also come obviously from the homesteading community of channels. They give us a great look at the family life behind the channel. They're constantly doing things, and I'm always happy to see children being encouraged by parents, guardians, friends, and things like that. You know, they're fun to watch grow up and see them out doing activities and accomplishing different things. And it's kind of cool because what I do when I feature a channel here on Tuber Chat is try to go through a bit of their content right before the stream, whether it's that day, the day before, or somewhere thereabouts, just so I can catch up on some of the details I may not have already known about the channel and could do a better job of talking about them while they're here. And I was watching a couple of these videos where they're at the skate park, and we didn't have those when I was a kid. I'm older than you think I am, probably. And they weren't quite commonplace yet. And I just think it's really, really cool to see some of the activities that can be had. Of course, safety is always a concern. But on Smallholder Homestead, they're going to bring you to their property, which is, I think they said a 1/4 acre. Yeah, about a 1/4 acre. They've got silver fox rabbits, coon pigs, if I'm pronouncing that right, and forgive me because I still don't have it yet, chickens, and then as well, like I said, they've got quite a large family for us to interact with. One of the things that I find about a lot of the creators in the homesteading, gardening, ranching, and farming channels and other outdoor channels is the creators behind these channels seem to have a instinct naturally to want to share knowledge and resources with each other. And I'm always happy to see generous activities going on with people in general, and especially here on YouTube in the creators behind our channels. Like, for instance, Garden State Gardener. Joe is a dear friend. He has been for a long time. Thank you for another super chat. He's done that countless times before. So we'll get his channel up onto the screen right after the Gaming Ham. And like I said, Tatum Dawn did the same thing earlier. I've got quite a few names on our wheel right now. Scratchin' PPA, of course, is in the pole position. He is a very much loved and well-respected creator who is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. I promise you, after all this time, after knowing Scratchin' PPA for well beyond 2 years, it's probably beyond 2.5 now, and what you can see is almost 500 episodes of Tuber Chat, for which he has been here for all of them in a row since finding us, almost all of them, and his support continues to amaze me. He's been a dear friend for a long time. All the moderators on our channel are dear friends of mine and dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have an overwhelming sense of generosity as well, where they will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you visit their channels for premieres and live streams, so I hope you will. I'll do some more introductions in a moment, but again, this is Smallholder Homestead. They've got 251 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on their road towards 300. We know they must be thinking about that. They happen also to be a member, and I appreciate that also. Michael the Realist is here. I'm going to get them onto our wheel. And Michael's Adventures is another dear friend. He is also here as a beloved and dedicated moderator every stream that he can be, although he does have a pretty hectic work schedule. So on the days he can't be here, he always makes sure to remind me or make me remember to give his regards to everybody, let everyone know that he wishes he could be here. He's thinking about us always. And then the Gaming Ham is editing. That's excellent. I remember I thought you said you were having computer trouble the other day, so I hope you sorted that out. Yaya's Best Life, good to see you here. Andre Southgate is in the house, another longtime friend. On the wheel, I've got Warmstrong Adventures and Michelle VB, along with Lori's Tech Time, who has a second channel that's going to be featured tomorrow after a very late edition of Tuber Chat. Don Ray B is on the wheel. And then as well, there might be another couple of channels I got to get on there. The Bud Files. The wheel and the screen are open to everyone, by the way. And you do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. But we put super chatters on the screen right away. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a period of time, I will open it up and start adding names from our chat list. I also see Facing Reality, and Fanatic Guide is always an advocate for helping us get lots of thumbs up on the stream, for which I appreciate. Gloria's Platter is a dear friend as well, Nathaniel Townsell. It's good to see you back in the house. Odoms Homestead is out supporting others regularly as well. I run into them frequently when I'm out trying to do the same thing. And I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody. I know TWT TV is in the house. They're a longtime friend as well. Yarning for a Smile might be brand new in the chat today, but forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And pardon me, what we are doing right now is featuring Smallholder Homestead. So this is what we call our feature channel of the day, and we do that across all of our social networks. So you'll see a post about them basically from the thumbnail of today's video, and we post that across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on Reddit. And that gives you an opportunity to literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters here in the Tuber Chat family, even when we're not live streaming. Crazy Knot Crochet with Lisa, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's get to our next channel, which is already going to be Tatum Dawn. They dropped a super chat on us earlier, and like I said, we put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then we will get around to spinning the wheel shortly. So Tatum Dawn is up here right now with 49 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can for each other, then everybody's growing. We see channels hitting different milestones like the first 100 and beyond all the time. So hopefully everybody will connect with Tatum Dawn. They've actually been with us for a while, so it's great to see them back in the chat again today. And Tatum Dawn is going to bring us pure variety on their channel. They'll be doing some music streams and some other variety on the channel. You'll be able to see they've already got shorts, videos, and live streams, so all three types of content. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that. If anybody has or would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And thank you one more time, Tatum Dawn, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Yes, 3 months already. And the Gaming Ham is coming up next for the same reason. They dropped another super chat on us. The Gaming Ham's done that countless times. And I see that Four Corners Custom Products is in the house as well. Good to see you here. Thank you for dropping that highlighted milestone message. And those are an added bonus for anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled. and it allows you to send a message through the chat that looks like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members. And you'll notice that it also knocks a little bit of life off of our Stream Boss, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. That's a Streamlabs widget. So I'm going to get Four Corners Custom Products. On the wheel, they are often promoting Intro to Mills as well. Laneka's Corner, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. And then thank you so much, Tatum Dawn, for another highlighted milestone message there. Pardon me. Priscilla Ogbud, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then I'd love it if you correct me if I'm wrong, but hopefully you're feeling welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The gaming ham is up on the screen right now, and this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with an interesting name for their channel because they bring us a lot of gameplay, but they are also an advocate for the ham radio community. So they name their channel The Gaming Ham. You might even find them talking ham radio while playing video games, but they've actually expanded their content now into some 3D printing as well. So they've brought us all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Starika, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Nova Real Show, it's good to see you here as well. So thank you one more time, The Gaming Ham, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up is Garden State Gardener for the same reason. Joe's done that countless times as well. Joe is behind Garden State Gardener. We talk about this channel just for a brief second almost every single day because of his lively Sunday night live stream. He just did another shout out video for Tuber Chat here. I see Celix Journey in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. And thank you, Four Corners Custom Products. Intro to Mills will be up next, and we'll look at Four Corners Custom Products as well. And thank you for that. Thank you for these super chats. I really do appreciate that. And then Carolina Diamond Productions also is in the house. And just in case I didn't quite clearly mention what I meant about playlists, if anybody in the house wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When I talk about Garden State Gardener, there's a lot to this channel. And actually, Joe does an incredible job of building a community around the channel that is so far spread, but actually makes you feel like you're literally a part of his community. And it's a really, really cool thing. Of course, even in that community, you still understand that it's anchored by Garden State Gardener and Joe himself, but he does tons of shout out videos for all kinds of other channels. He gets collaborations going with others, and I've often described him as the glue that holds a few friendships together, but I think a better way of describing that is just to say that he induces friendship between creators, and it's a really magical thing. Joe just has this real community-driven spirit behind him, if that's any kind of a sensible way of putting it. You'll know what I mean when you get there. Now, of course, Garden State Gardener comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so you'll find generosity in him and a lot of that type of variety and content on his channel, but he brings so much fun to so many other creators. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and of course 2,000 subscribers. So pardon me, I am missing All kinds of activity in the chat. We're just flying. My dear goodness, I think a brand new channel came in. The Educated Natural is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We noticed that Coach Sherry dropped a highlighted milestone message as well and sniped the Stream Boss position. So the very last person to knock that out with a membership or super chat, including the free highlighted milestone messages that are a bonus for members, they knock a little bit of life off. The last person to take it out becomes the next Stream Boss. So Coach Sherry will get some extra exposure for a little while. Team Goodman, good to see you in the house. I was lucky to catch them the other day for a stream again. They've been a long time dear friend. I'm going to talk more about Garden State Gardener in just a quick second here. I am really behind in the chat. Makeup Mom and Son has come in. The Stock Explorer is here. And they are both members and moderators here. And, pardon me, she stole my thunder, who happens to be another member, is making sure I get my coffee, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. She's talking about Tim Hortons, which is a monster donut and coffee franchise here in Canada. The one I compare it to most often is probably Dunkin' Donuts from the United States. Faye Blatcher, good to see you in the house, but thank you for that. We're going to look at She Stole My Thunder right after Four Corners Custom Products for the same reason. Bushido Blade Warrior, it's good to see you here. Again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. And Fanatic Guide is always pushing for us to get those thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. I'm excited. Fanatic Guide's been a friend for a long time, and they just crossed a milestone, and we're waiting on another one that's going to happen anytime for them if it hasn't already. We'll see when we look at their channel. Garden State Gardener, I talk about with the Sunday Fun Day live stream. It happens at 7 p.m. every Sunday. We'll be long after you tomorrow, actually, because I got to do a late one tomorrow. But this is a registration video where you can get involved, and Joe does a lot of giveaways and things like that. I have seen that live stream have up to 70, even 100 people watching at a time, which rivals a few in the Tuber Chat family that I talk about, like Scratch and PPA or Hilda DC. So hopefully everybody will join Garden State Gardener. He's got a lot of educational content on his channel, being a homesteading type of channel. Not to mention, I've seen this creator go out and share really interesting content with other creators on their StreamYard panels as well. So just the generosity is just wholeheartedly in spirit there with Joe at Garden State Gardener. So I hope everybody will check that out. I'm just going to grab this video. We got to get this video of you. So oh my dear goodness. He's got me singing again. He's done this so many times. I'll comment on it afterwards and I'll watch it again, but I just had to see it. I don't typically run videos on Tuber Chat, but we had to see that. Oh my dear goodness. Oh, thank you, dear Lord, for blessing me with the gift of beauty. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get over there. Intro to Mills is coming up next because Four Corners Custom Products dropped another super chat on us. They've done that countless times before. I'm always happy to see generosity between creators in that way. Now, Intro to Mills, is it Ent? Yes. What on earth? Oh, is it two L's? No, what am I? Why am I having trouble finding this channel now? Let me get there. Let YouTube know we're looking for a channel. Intro to Mills. What have I done wrong here? Pardon me, I usually don't have trouble finding this channel. Oh, yes, there's a spelling mistake. Okay, there it is. Intro to Mills is an official artist channel, and hopefully everybody will head over there and see some of the music that you can find from this talented creator with over 1,000 subscribers now. My dear goodness. Lord Texas Boy Gaming is another longtime friend who happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right now. When you see this music note, we've got that on a couple of channels here in the Tuber Chat family. That means it's an official artist channel, and there's more variety to find here, including shorts, which is great, and some live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. That super chat was actually dropped by Four Corners Custom Products. And I'll show you this channel as well. This is an extremely generous creator, both here in Tuber Chat and outside when I run into them frequently supporting other creators. They run a business that creates merchandise of all types. So they can print hats, t-shirts, mugs, vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed. And it's wonderful that we get a behind the scenes look here at how some of this merchandise is made. And we can use this creator as a resource when it's time to order merchandise for our own YouTube channels or businesses. So I hope everybody will connect with Four Corners Custom Products. They have got well over 3,300 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them even a little bit farther. They've got all three types of content over here as well, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And of course, they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. If I've missed anything that anybody's meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Thank you one more time, Four Corners, for that super chat. And She Stole My Thunder is up right now for the same reason. This is a fellow Canadian and somebody who has also dropped countless super chats here. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with their channel. Now, on their banner, they're telling us that they review books, movies, and art, but they actually go a lot further. They bring us a lot of variety on their channel, including storytelling and then some helpful videos with some of the other social networks and things as well. They've done shout-out videos for other creators, and they've been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. They've got 1,250 subscribers right now. They're halfway on the road to 1,300. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther there as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. There's James Gype with what I believe is over 50,000 subscribers now. He's got another growth stream where you're going to be able to meet more friends and family members while you're over there, and he's been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. He's been at this actually since before we started, and we've met many friends and family members for our community over with James Gype as well. Odoms Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66. It's good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Odoms Homestead, we actually see that this channel was featured on Tuber Chat not too long ago. Today's featured channel is Smallholder Homestead, and I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. When we look at Odoms Homestead channel, they are working on a half-acre homestead, but they're sharing the life lessons. You might see garden updates. You might hear some song while that's happening. And then, of course, like I say, with a lot of the creators in the homesteading, farming, gardening, fishing, camping, and outdoor channels, a lot of the creators, if not all, seem to have this instinctive nature to want to share knowledge and resources with each other. And I just love seeing generosity in people as well as in creators, you know, behind YouTube channels putting it forward that way. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Shorts, videos, and live streams on this channel as well. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So they're getting on close to 400 subscribers. I'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And then If anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I might get you to pardon me just for a second. And Sea Leg's Journey is coming up right now. This is one of our brand newest members, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. Oh, I didn't realize we weren't already connected. So this must be the very first time we're putting this channel on the screen, but they've been with us before. So what I do is I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. Oh, look at that. Here, never mind. We see a glitch. I should have connected with them. It could be a mistake. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody else. Usually not with subscribing, but it's very possible. Especially now that I'll use the excuse now that our red button is no longer red. But since we should have already been connected, I'll hit that subscribe button right now. Usually I don't. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos and put this into my catch-up list as well. And after the stream, that'll give me a chance to go through another piece of content. I'm always happy to see anything with a cruise ship. I was lucky enough to work on one many years ago, and it certainly was a dream. As far as a good time to be had. And we've got a couple channels that are bringing us cruises, especially now this year after things have opened up a bit. I guess a few more people are able to get on these things. And I'm looking forward to Sea Leg's Journey. I worked on a cruise line called Celebrity, but I've always been curious to see how Carnival is, because my understanding, when you work in different places, you know, the staff have their tips, they start to learn and teach each other and things like that. And I had always understood that Carnival is where the party's at. So we'll find out from Sea Leg Journeys, and I'll be looking forward to that. Joyful Julie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel, and we'd love to push Sea Leg's Journey a little bit farther towards the 1,100 subscribers that they're thinking about. They happen to be a member as well, so of course we had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat, like Michael the Realist, who is coming up right now. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Michael the Realist is here with us just about every single day and pushing 200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer. They've got all three types of content on their channel as well, with shorts, videos, and live streams. A lot of opinion here. You'll get some opinion. I say opinion. Where Michael the Realist is just talking about a lot of different things that they're coming across in life. We might have product reviews and things of that nature. He gives us a friendly warning to let us know that there could be some vibrant language in some of the videos, but I think it's great that he lets us know before we get there, and we can make our own decisions as to how we feel about that, but I'm sure it's fine in most cases. Michael the Realist has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time already, and hopefully everybody will enjoy getting that kind of support coming back from him as well. Yeah, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is the second channel from Lori's Tech Time. She says she heard Carnival is fun. It certainly is. Depending on different places you go or ways that you travel, you'll end up with different crowds, of course, right? But Carnival apparently is where the party's at, like I said. And then, yeah, the Stock Explorer, Joe did definitely get me again. I watched half of that short video. I'll go back and watch it later. I don't like to watch videos on Tuber Chat. One of the things you've got to think about when you're running videos, if you're live streaming and watching other people's videos, the copyright system is somewhat automated. So what can happen when we think about copyright strikes is when you run somebody else's video, you may find that they will get a copyright notice automatically. And the trouble with that is not that they're not going to like maliciously give you a strike. We would like to think that hopefully that won't be the case. but it's so easy to accidentally click, any kind of button in a series, especially if they've got other copyright claims and stuff like that. I'm making much more of a big deal out of it than it probably needs to be, but we all know that copyright strikes are not something we want, so I try to avoid it. Junkyard Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yarning for a Smile was hoping to catch some other yarn lovers. We certainly have a lot of crafting channels and knitting and crochet channels, things like that. I actually did an interview a few weeks ago with Crocheting with Leanne, and I'm hoping that after next weekend things are going to open up a bit and I can do a bit more of that. Trish the Natural needs to get onto the wheel, and Home Bartending with John is with us as well. We always put members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but it is open to everybody, and after a little while we'll add some more creators from the chat list onto the wheel. Everybody has a chance, of course, and we've only been on for half an hour, so we still got up to another 2 hours we can stay if everybody would like. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Another encouraging and motivating creator is Coach Sherry. This is somebody who always wants to motivate and encourage other creators. 870 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. I can't believe how behind I fell. I thought I just caught up with you. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me take your longer of the 2 latest videos. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will make sure that I do catch up. And Coach Sherry, like I said, has been with Superchat for a long time. They've already been a member for 26 months. So that tells us that they've been with us pretty much from the beginning, because Superchat's only been here for 2.5 years now. We're coming up on episode 500 shortly. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Let me get the right wording for her. An infused lifestyle channel that gives you a snapshot of living life while incorporating business and career strategies and advice. She excels as an entrepreneur, real estate investor, professional development coach, and educator. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the encouragement and knowledge that she's sharing on her channel. And we'd love to push her a little bit closer towards the 900 that she's thinking about. Some of you have seen Coach Sherry actually in a couple of special shout out videos that were done a couple of years ago even, and it's wonderful when creators are going over and above with generosity to support each other in that way. Coach Sherry's done that for me personally all this time. So next up, Don Ray B. Let's see what they've got going on. This is another encouraging creator, because what they're doing is bringing us a look at their own life in the idea of literally making their own dreams come true for a lifestyle home, and wanting to encourage us to be able to do the same thing. You can see on their banner, they've got this nice positive wording. Each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. And Don Ray B actually has been with us for a long time now. They recently moved to 4 acres. They say that's a dream come true for them. They weren't expecting to become a YouTuber, but as they start living on this new property and getting their homesteading type of life together, they are, or I say together, but as they're putting that together, they are bringing us life lessons along the way. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Don Ray B. Like I said, they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They've got a lot of shorts on their channel as well. It's great to see some of these are getting some serious activity also. We'd love to push them towards that 400 again that we're thinking of. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. The Bud Files is coming up next. These are modern day archaeologists on their channel. In their content, they seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it with video. and they bring us to a lot of different places, including ghost towns and graveyards and cemeteries, other abandoned places as well. They have a lot of fun on their channel, and they are here with us every single day, and they're out supporting others. I run into them constantly when I try doing the same thing. And then the Bud Files has over 800 subscribers. And then, pardon me while I wonder if I'm missing something in the chat. The Gaming Ham, did you have a question for me? I'm just curious because I see you mentioning to Scratch and PPA about tweeting a question, but forgive me if I'm mistaken, and then just let me know. Oh yeah, Smallholder Homestead. Yeah, those fire out automatically. Eventually I hope to do some new videos that will show you how, not necessarily how to share on the outside social networks, but more so how I share, so that you can get an idea of how you might use the outside social networks, and then you might have some other ideas as well. And then I had done a couple of tutorials a while back showing Instagram and Twitter, but now that Facebook's got Instagram and they've got that Meta Business Suite, to be honest with you, that's what I use to post the different posts that go out. So every day when we feature a channel, like today's featured channel is Smallholder Homestead, and the Bud Files have been featured as well. We do that across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. And different posts go out. Sometimes it's just a thumbnail from our video with a link, and then in the case of Instagram, we make a special post for that. We make a special graphic. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the Bud Files. Pardon me while I just hit Twitter for a quick second here, because the Gaming Ham just dropped a question, and is that it? Yeah, that must be it. Have you heard that YouTube is monetizing shorts now? Yes. So apparently, starting in February, they've got a new monetization system, although they have in a roundabout sort of way monetized a little bit up until now with the Shorts Fund that they had. Rambling with the Brums is another fellow Canadian. Good to see you in the house. That's Scott. And the Stock Explorer mentioned earlier, but we looked at Garden State Gardener. Joe got me again, as the Stock Explorer put it. Scott from Rambling with the Brums and Joe from Garden State Gardener seem to be great friends. Joe's got Rambling with the Brums on there many times as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I just put Rambling with the Brums on there. And yeah, I'm going to have to get a little bit more perfectly versed in exactly how YouTube is planning on monetizing shorts so that I can speak about it accurately. I haven't... you got to look at that for a quick second to really understand how they're going to do it. Because when you think about it, shorts run in a different way on YouTube than all other content. For those of you who watch TikTok, you might notice that what happens is you don't have an ad before every single video, because that would just be atrocious, and I don't think anybody would stick around on the network. So the idea is that maybe you put an ad for every 2 or 3 videos. And in that way, how do you figure out who should get the money for an AdSense promoted video, if that makes sense, or an AdSense monetized advertisement, if you've got 3 different creators, or like 3 before, 3 after, things like that? So they're going to have to figure out how they're going to chop that up. I do understand that kind of thing, but I want to get it accurate before I describe to everybody exactly how that it works. I'll try to get that done in the next few days so that we're up to date and make sure we talk about it accurately. And then Facing Reality asked a question. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. After monetization, do you still have to maintain the 4K watch hours? So YouTube tells us specifically that yes, we do have to maintain it, but it's not an emergency, meaning like you don't have to worry about the fact that if you dip below for a month, you're going to get demonetized. Now, channels can get demonetized for not keeping up activity, but by the time you get to your 4,000 watch hours, your channel's likely in a situation where the next 12 months are going to see an increase so high we're not even going to be thinking about 4,000 watch hours anymore. So you do want to keep up the activity, but you're not going to lose it if you dip below, like for a day or a week or likely even a month. I don't want you to take that as gospel, but I'm just saying, like, some of the things that we talk about, I tend to be very serious here on Tuber Chat when I talk about a lot of things. But you can kind of understand that YouTube wants us here. They want us making content. They want us monetizing. They're happy to give us the cut that they do because they make money every time that we do as well. So they're not out to try to take monetization away from everybody. I don't believe that at all. I think they'd rather see everybody monetized and try to help us maintain it as opposed to worry about having it taken away. But it's just a thought. And then it can be frustrating yarning for a smile. You certainly are right. I'll bet that everybody will agree that YouTube is more work than we all thought. Coastal Waters in the house now. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, yeah, yarning for a smile. Creator music really needs to be looked at in depth as well. I'll try to get well versed on that. I do understand copyright and music fairly well. I've been in music my whole adult life, so I do understand, but I want to make sure that I'm fully well versed before talking about it and giving advice. Here in Tuber Chat, the idea is I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel or anything else, even if I might slip and say something that sounds that way. The intent is just to bring the experience that I do have here, but also understand that I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. The more we can discuss the different things that we have to go through in our YouTube journeys here together, the more we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included, right? Rambling with the Brums, thank you for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that many times before. For that reason, we'll make his channel the next one that we look at. We're going to talk about Scratch and PPA, who's up on the screen in another moment. Pardon me for all I'm missing in the chat. Danforth Avenue Wellness is in the house. They change their channel name often. Welcome to my house, 1 Alpha 914. Thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Sea Legs Journey said they hit monetization qualification a few days ago. They've passed up 1 and 2 on their channel. They're in the refuse stage. It should be any day. There's really no way to know, but one of the things I can tell you is that once you get to the weekend, it tends to be Monday. And that's almost always the case. So if you haven't heard by today, my bet is that Monday will be the day. It will be soon after, if not. It usually doesn't take very long. And then how does YouTube make money if we're not monetized, says Danforth Avenue Wellness, right? Welcome to my house is the name of the channel. And what they are talking about is... pardon me, let me just read it again. Yes, does YouTube make money even if we're not monetized? So they certainly do. YouTube makes money off the platform anyway. There are enough monetized channels, but you will notice that they run ads on channels that are not monetized as well. And that was something that came up 1.5 years or 2 years ago, and everybody snapped, right? But this is the arena we've chosen to play in, right? So YouTube decided that they were gonna, they never used to do it, but they decided they were gonna run ads on videos and channels that are not yet monetized, so they don't have to give up that cut. And whether anybody thinks that's fair or unfair, you know, we all decide individually, but in the grand scale, it really doesn't matter, because if we're gonna play on YouTube, this is the world we live in, right? And the idea is just to get monetized as quickly as you reasonably can, always with a strong and solid foundation, of course. We want to put quality before quantity, because we want to see, I would like to see everybody maximize their monetization once it comes, right? Things like, you know, empty subscriber numbers or, you know, views that aren't really like valid and things like that can only hurt the analytics. You need to be maximizing so that you can continue. YouTube knows how to push your stuff out all the time. You don't want to have like high subscriber numbers and low view counts and things like that. Pardon me, Scratching PPA, thank you so much for catching this stuff. Trying not to get into these long speeches, but Coach Sherry's asking, monetizing shorts. You haven't received an email yet regarding shorts. Do they send one to everyone, or do you have to be monetized? It's possible that they might do that for monetized channels. They do tend to send out a lot of emails. And like everything else on YouTube, not that I want to whine about it, but a lot of things may not work correctly, so not everybody may get the email. Now, I run a handful of different channels, and I talk to a lot of other YouTubers, as everybody can imagine. So I am lucky enough to hear from a lot of people when they get different notifications or emails and things like that. And I can tell you that not everybody gets most of the things we get at the same time at all. So that can come. The other thing too is you want to dig through your settings and make sure you're set to receive emails that will notify you about things like that. And you can get to that from your front page settings, not YouTube Studio, but if you go to the front page and go to settings, there you'll be able to hit a notifications tab and see what's going on there. So let's get back to Scratching PPA. We're going to talk about the channel in a quick second. Joyful Julie says they've got video ads on their videos. And there you go. Yes, yarning for a smile. Well put. So do so many conditions. Yeah, there's lots of conditions on this kind of thing, but you know, they got to cover themselves. There's a thing in the world called edge cases, and for most people, most businesses, you don't have to worry about that stuff, but Google does, because they're so big, right? When you're talking about having 1 billion or 2 billion people using the platform, anything can happen. It's not the same thing, but if we were to think about it, you know, you might have a little shop where people come in and buy mugs and different things. Let's say you own a mug store, right? Chances are nobody's going to come into your mug store and flip and haul and slip and fall and split their head open and have all kinds of trouble and have to sue you and go through all kinds of that trouble. But a theme park that deals with millions of people every year does have to worry about that kind of thing, because it's just too many people, too many variables. It's not the same thing, so forgive me. But on YouTube, when you're talking about 1 billion or 2 billion, where they've got so much money that they're constantly trying to get sued, I'm sure, by all kinds of people for all kinds of silly reasons, then they have to worry about that kind of thing. So the terms and conditions can be lengthy. It's worth going through and reading that stuff as much as you can stand, of course, so we understand what we're getting ourselves into. But I promise you, I am the same as everybody else when it comes to having those terms and guidelines and just clicking yes, 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 yes. And everything seems to be fine. So we'll see. So hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. I hope I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're looking at Scratching PPA, and Rambling with the Brums is coming up next. They just dropped a super chat on us. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members are added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, along with moderators. Scratching PPA has been a beloved and dedicated moderator and a dear friend for a very long time. If you can imagine the kind of support that this channel has given just to me personally, let alone the Tuber Chat community and family, he has been with us for well over 450 episodes of my dear goodness, I'm overwhelmed even saying it. I know I said it the other day, but can you imagine somebody supporting you that well and knowing, if you could see the future and know that Scratching PPA is so unbelievably supportive? That's the kind of support you can expect back from this creator. Of course, not everybody can be everywhere all the time, but I often describe Scratching PPA as seeming to be everywhere all the time. Sea Lake Journeys, thank you. I wish I was given better descriptions of things. We've got a couple of things we've got to talk about, but that's one of the reasons why I'm excited about the idea of doing some interviews over the next few months as my work schedule starts to ease off a little bit, because here in Tuber Chat we can only get into bite-sized pieces of information because I'm always in a race to get to the next channel, whereas when we do those interviews we can talk in depth, and hopefully I plan to do some videos starting sometime this winter. There you go, Junkyard Gamer. So forgive me again if I've missed anybody in the chat. Scratch and PPA has an interactive series of videos called the Scratch Challenge, where he pits 2 lottery scratch tickets against each other. You get to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And what you will find as well is that when I talk about how supportive Scratch and PPA is to other creators, it all comes back to him in a 15 or 20 minute period in a rush and flood of high energy and fast-paced chatting that goes along with his premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. So I've got my notification on. Hopefully you can join us for those premieres, and you will be able to meet more friends and family members when you're over there, because Scratch and PPA, like all of the moderators on this channel, has an overwhelming sense of generosity and seems to me to live wholeheartedly with the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive at the forefront of his mind, both on and off of YouTube. Deborah's Journey, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Really Haunted Places, good to see you here as well. Let me get them onto the wheel. And next up is going to be Rambling with the Brums. We'll see what they've got going on. That's Scott. He's a fellow Canadian. He actually only lives about six or 7 hours away from me, near our nation's capital. I've even hung out with Rambling with the Brums on a live stream. He's got a sugar shack and actually makes maple syrup, which is a Canadian staple. All that fluff and stuff, it's good to see you in the house from Australia. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, The Gaming Ham, again, for your generosity and friendship. I do appreciate it. Rambling with the Brums has over 1,000 subscribers, but is actually now already on the road to 1,100 and almost there. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And he brings all 3 types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. He's got a couple of series of live streams. I haven't been able to catch them lately. I hope I can soon. Procrastination Thursday and Fellowship Saturday are quite popular in his community. And he's an advocate for helping others to hit different milestones and grow their channels as well. So you'll always be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're there. Scott is another creator that has the ability to make people feel like they're a part of his community, much like I described with Joe from Garden State Gardener. You'll see these creators together collaborating all the time and supporting each other, of course. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Rambling with the Brums and getting that kind of support coming back to you as well. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When asked, how can you tell if a channel is monetized, says Junkyard Gamer? Sometimes when you go to a channel's videos, you will find that there is a feature called Super Thanks available. And that's for any video, including live streams and premieres after they've been published. If the host of the channel has monetization set on those videos. So I'll give you an idea of what that is right now. I haven't watched this video yet. I'll give a thumbs up anyway, but I'll put this, I'll show you a Super Thanks. And you can customize your message. YouTube gives you an opportunity to drop different values in Super Chat or Super Thanks here. And this is a way to do something similar to a Super Chat or a Super Sticker, but on videos after the fact. As well, if somebody's live streaming or premiering, you'll see the $sign that gives you the opportunity to look at Super Chats when you're on their channel. And I'll just show you what happens when you get a Super Thanks from somebody. I'm just giving them a $2 one right now, so we get this little clapping animation. But the more you give when you drop a Super Thanks like that, the more elaborate the animation becomes. There's confetti and things like that. So that's an idea. Rambling with the Brums has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's dropped many super chats here, including today, so we're happy to give him a super thanks back. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time when I'm on a phone. And then as well, if anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly as well. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. So we're going to go for 3 minutes. We're going to come back and look at the Stock Explorer. All right, we're back with the Stock Explorer. And I did put Life with Mountain Folk onto the wheel. I saw you come in right before we went on our break there. And then we've got a brand new channel in the chat. Henry Leslie, Vermont. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sure Media Atelier, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Multi Hunter 247, good to see you in the house as well. That's an incredibly supportive creator. I run into them frequently in other people's live streams and premieres. They're incredibly supportive. I'm laughing just because I see the Stock Explorer up on the screen, and I missed a conversation the other day that they had on their channel, which I wish I was there for. I'm not any expert in the idea of Twitter. I've used it for a long time. I'm certainly not one of the most active people on there, but they were talking about Elon Musk taking over Twitter. And I wish that I was there for that. I saw a tweet right after Stock Explorer had mentioned that conversation where he put out a tweet that says, "This is your complaint department. Post your complaints here." I said that's probably going to be the longest running thread on Twitter in history. But it's interesting to see a lot of the stuff that goes on in both the stock market and crypto markets. The Stock Explorer can help us make some sense of some of that, especially there's been a ton of turmoil in the crypto markets this week. And I see Hall Arida is in the house. Hall Arita, I'm going to put you onto our wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But as well, I'm going to open it up for more creators from our chat list in a little while when we get down to 5 or 6 names. Now, the Stock Explorer seeks to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth sort of way. They bring us everything from beginner tutorials to help us get down with the lingo, right up to advanced topics like NFTs and options trading. They often have product in hand, and they bring us content in all 3 types, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Electronic Studios Plus, pardon me, Electronics Studio Plus. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Not anywhere close to 1,000 subscribers yet, but that's okay. We have channels of all sizes here. Most are on their way towards, let's say, their first 10,000 subscribers, but we've got channels all the way along. And if you are the kind of creator that likes supporting others, you'll find lots of friends here willing to do the same for you. Please don't be shy. Everybody's willing to connect, and if you follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Outgoing Azzy's in the house as well. Good to see you here. And the Stock Explorer has 1,300 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. Now, they, like I said, often have product in hand. Sometimes there are charts and graphs for us to see. A lot of friendly conversation comes on this channel as well in StreamYard panels. They do unboxing videos, product reviews, and talk to us, like I said, about the stocks and cryptos that we might be interested in. And the Stock Explorer happens to be here as a member and a moderator. Actually, they've been a dear friend for a long time. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for quite some time, and then they've all been dear friends of each other for just as long. And they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity, and you will be able, for that reason, to be able to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels for premieres and live streams, including this channel, Tropical Buzz, which is the second one from Nora the Stock Explorer, where they seek to educate us about plant life, and then they'll be planting a lot of things of their own. They happen to be in Florida, so we should be able to see a lot of that year-round, and they're getting involved in seed swaps and other types of collaborations as well. And then, yeah, Outgoing Azzy, you'll have to forgive me, but it's too short notice to be able to do it while we're live streaming. We'll have to pick another weekend. You can try if you want right now to set it for 6:30 Eastern. If you can, then I'll do it. But if not, then we'll just plan for another weekend, because I try to set raids. I'm happy to do them, but I try to set them far in advance because it's too tough to do while I'm streaming. I don't want to take time away from channels. Scarlet Andy's in the house. I'm not sure if I said hello earlier. I know you've been here for a while, but thank you for being here. 50 Cent 17 is in the house. Good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. And that's a somewhat new channel. That's a creator who's been with us before, but had a channel taken down recently just for some violations and stuff. I don't know the details, but they've restarted. I'm always good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you are too. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And we'll see what's happening with Arida. Actually, look at that. It took me a while to get you on the wheel, but we've got you on there now, and you were chosen. The odds seem to be ever in your favor today. We'll see what Arida's got going on their channel. Now, they are actually up on the screen. See, look at this. This happened twice. I wonder, is this my mistake this week? Did I put a few videos in my watch later list the other day and then not actually subscribe to them? I'm not sure. Or if that's a glitch, but I'll take the blame for that. So pardon me. You see, I've gone through one video already, so I'm just going to subscribe now. We saw this earlier today in another channel, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video and put that in my catch-up list as well, and that will give me a chance to see another video from this creator. And then they've already got over 1,500 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They say they got lots more videos coming, so we'll see product reviews and unboxings on this channel more than anything else. Still got to get to know them because, like we're seeing, this is the second time we've got them on the screen. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. As you can see, they're a member, which says to me a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, of course. Precious K, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. We saw the Stock Explorer. I forgot to take their name off the wheel, so we'll spin again. We're a little bit closer to the time where we're going to start adding names from our chat list. Warmstrong Adventures is in the house. I'm hoping Fanatic Guide is still here with us because I haven't looked at their channel in a few days, and I want to see what's going on over there. Warmstrong Adventures is running a premiere right now. All That Fluff and Stuff just dropped a super chat on us. They've done that countless times before. So we'll look at their channel next. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel, like Warmstrong Adventures here, and then after a little while we'll open it up again. And then Warmstrong Adventures is another travel channel. What they're bringing us more than anything else is cruises again. And right now they're on Carnival. We were talking about that earlier, as the idea is that Carnival is a cruise line where the best way I could describe it is, my understanding is that that's where the party's at, right? So it's a lot of fun for sure. Not that others aren't. There's different kinds of fun, but a lot of partying goes on these cruises, which is kind of cool. So we'll see what Warmstrong Adventures has for us in a lot of the content they're bringing us. I've got my notification on for the next premiere, but we know that they've got brand new content coming out right now. First Floor Audio's in the house. Thank you for coming back in. That's a creator who supports on all of my channels. And then let's spin. We're not going to spin the wheel just yet. All That Fluff and Stuff is coming up, and then we will get back to spinning the wheel. All That Fluff and Stuff dropped a super chat on us. They've done that many times before, but for that reason we'll put their channel up right away. K3D, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day. Okay, if you want to go ahead and try setting it up as a premiere outgoing ASI, and the time is 6:30 Eastern, a little bit less than an hour and a half from now, and I'll give it a try when I take the next break. But please get it ready right away if you can. And then All That Fluff and Stuff has 1,750 or so subscribers right now. Hopefully we'll get them a little bit closer to the 1,800 that they're thinking about. I see Chef Sketty coming in. I've got them on the wheel because they happen to be a member as well. And then Unique Creations TV is another brand new channel today. So thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. All that fluff and stuff comes to us from Australia. And in the beginning, they were showing us a lot of content on the water. You know, they're entering the summer months now, and or the summer area, right? And all that fluff and stuff will take us reef fishing, mud crabbing, snorkeling, even some live streaming on the water. But they also have gotten into a lot of cooking live streams lately as well, which is really, really cool. Woman Outdoors is here from Pennsylvania. I've got them on the wheel as well. The Jay Jordan, good to see you in the house. Another motivating creator who brings us fitness first, as well as a lot of music and other conversation. Thank you for coming in, the Jay Jordan. All that fluff and stuff has got all three types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. And they've actually been producing a lot of content as well. Since I'm behind, I'm going to take the longer of your two latest videos and put that into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up a little bit, and then hopefully I won't fall too much farther behind. All that fluff and stuff has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time here in Tuber Chat. Pardon me. Like always, I'm not drinking nearly enough. We will get Trish the Natural up on the screen right now. This channel's got some great presentation, as you'll see. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Samantha's Lifestyle Mantha, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me just for a second, and we'll talk about Trish the Natural. This creator wants to bring us natural hair care more than anything else. They actually expand their content into other areas like wigs and weaves and other beauty products, along with tips and tricks and tutorials that we can use. But one of the things I really enjoy about this channel is the presentation that we see. Even though they've got, you know, like different thumbnails, there's a uniform look to a lot of this. I like the minimalist text here. It's tough when we put too much on the channels, but the bright, bold headshots, especially with so much variation, will make this creator recognizable. I think that's going to do well for them with branding. And then when we look at the channel, we see that this is a dynamic creator as well. So, like I said, they're going to bring us natural hair care more than anything else, but other beauty tips, tricks, and tutorials to help us, as well as products we can use. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Trish the Natural has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. You got 533 subscribers right now, halfway on the road to the magical 1K. We'd love to push them towards the 600 that they're thinking about now. Well, spin the wheel. We're going to try to move a little bit faster as time goes on here and get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next hour and 15 minutes or so. The next creator that's coming up has a channel that they've just started the last couple of weeks that we're going to feature tomorrow as well. We're going to do a very late live stream. I will probably change the time. I've got it set for extremely late, but we'll get on an hour or two earlier if we can. After that, we're going to see Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. Or did I get that mistaken? Oh, the first hour. That's Weaves World with a second channel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. There it is. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. Yes, so we're going to look at that channel in another moment as well. Multi-Hunter247, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at that channel next. We always put super chatters on the screen in order, and then we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But I'll get back to spinning shortly. We'll look at Multi-Hunter 247 in another moment. And then almost, yeah, Facing Reality, almost 494 right now. Lori's Tech Time has over 1,100 subscribers. What they bring to us in their content more than anything else is tech reviews of different electronic gadgets, which is right up my alley actually. But sometimes they're independent things that Lori has gotten over the past couple of years, and sometimes it is from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club. So hopefully everybody will enjoy being introduced to that. She also does a lot of gameplay on this channel with live streams and shorts, but she tends to think considerably about what kind of games her audience will enjoy, and then plays with viewers as well, which is really, really cool. And then thank you, yes, Chef Sketty, I'm always good, and it's great to see you here. And then Mr. Fulton Miraz is constantly auditioning for all kinds of different exciting TV shows and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. Mr. Fulton Miraz has been a dear friend for about 3 years now. He's been with TuberChat from the very beginning. So when we look at Lori's vlogs and shorts, we're going to get a better look at this channel tomorrow when we feature them after TuberChat. But Lori's vlogs and shorts has 40 subscribers already. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 50 she's going to be thinking about right now, get her halfway on that road to the first 100. She's already been through this, but we know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. We just want to do as much as we possibly can for each other. As long as we do that, we see channels growing, hitting that first 100 constantly. So I'm going to take this featured video here and put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with Lori's latest video on this new channel. And she's got obviously some shorts over here as well. Live streaming might be an idea for the future. I am Betty J Gathers. Is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. I am Betty J Gathers is a longtime friend as well, and Multi-Hunter 247 is coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone from time to time. And one of the things I should mention today, just because we've got an influx of new channels, for which I'm grateful, is that the most important thing here in the TuberChat family is making sure that we follow the full procedure that's outlined in our video description. We give the instructions for how to connect with people. You always want to make sure you're watching at least a 3-minute video, better if it's 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes or longer, and you're free to watch more than one in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And the comment that you leave should be 3 or 4 sentences, and you don't want to say anything spammy like hi there, new friend here, nice vid, or friend from TuberChat, or anything that hundreds of other people could be saying. So those are just ideas. Melody Maid, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She also wants to help people grow their channels. And First Floor Audio still in the house. Our featured channel for today is Smallholder Homestead. If anybody hasn't already connected with them, I hope you will. I see that Mitchy Boo is coming in with another super chat. They've done that before. That's Mitchell and Dahl actually with a second channel. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Shane, Paralife TV, or Everyday Wheelchair Ninja, is in the house as well. Just putting one channel on the wheel as well. It's almost time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list. So Fanatic Guide's on there now. Pardon me. Multi-Hunter247 is up right now with 556 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is Nick. Their channel will be mainly dedicated to hunting, but other random stuff at times. I find that this creator is often out supporting. I run into them constantly, especially with homesteading channels. But Multi-Hunter247 is going to bring us a lot of outdoor activity. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find when you get there. And I've just taken your latest mail call video. I can see I'm behind, and I've got that so that I can catch up with you. Ron Mower, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's another gaming channel with one of my favorite names. When Ron Mower came into the Superchat family about a year and a half ago, I was thoroughly amused by the name Ron Moore. I think it's really, really cool, very easy to remember. There's Hilda DC. I got to see a different side of my dear friend Hilda DC today. She's got a new gaming channel that she runs with her son, and we had a good time joking about how I would be overwhelmed by the other side of Hilda DC. I hope you'll connect with her and see what I'm talking about. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to try to move faster now. We've still got over an hour to go, but I just want to put as many channels on the screen as I can in the next hour. And then Sure Media Atelier, the best success here, of course, is always found in reaching out to other creators to support them first. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Sure Media Atelier has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat as well. And I Am Betty J. Gathers is up here right now, another powerhouse of energy and positivity. She wants to motivate us with healthy living and healthy eating. She does a lot of live streaming as well. She'll talk about intermittent fasting and other healthy ideas. When you visit her channel, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members, especially during her live streams. And she's got an unboxing and cooking a meal from HelloFresh, which is a really cool thing to see because I haven't seen that done on YouTube yet. I just haven't come across one, so that's a great video to catch up with. I'll put that in my catch-up list right now. I Am Betty J. Gathers is literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in Tuberchat because of her energetic and friendly reminder. So I hope everybody will connect with her. We'd love to push her towards the 600 subscribers she's thinking about right now. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up, I hope you will, but if you have the ability to share the stream, I'll appreciate that as well, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, so I'll appreciate it, like I say. And now we're looking at Chef Sketty with almost 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Thank you to the 51 people watching right now. I really do appreciate that. You might be interested to know that on any given Tuberchat live stream, we often have almost every stream has over 100 people that will come through in a 2.5 hour period. Of course, not everybody could be here the whole time, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello or drop a thumbs up or let the stream run. I know we've got a few people who do that. I appreciate it, of course. So Chef Sketty is up here right now, and I know I'm going to be behind with this channel, but let's see what they've got. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them. And they're going to give us cooking videos, shopping hauls, product reviews, and a lot more of everyday life. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. Chef Sketty's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time in Tuberchat. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Courtney Shanice Reviews is in the house. Good to see you here. One of the things I should mention, you know, it's not like there's really one specific right way to connect. We specifically do a thorough procedure here, And I can tell you that when I'm outside of Superchat visiting other premieres and live streams, I follow that full procedure to a T. When connecting with creators, I do not wait. I connect with them immediately, right that second. As soon as somebody says, like, hey, I want to visit your house, or I'm visiting you, or whatever it is that they're going to say, I go right over. I usually am on a computer, so I can open another window and connect immediately. But you don't want to wait just because YouTube tends to take away subscribers within the first 24 hours. So that's kind of a hint right there. Woman Outdoors is officially on the road to 1K with 968 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And what Woman Outdoors brings us is outdoor camping, fishing, bushcraft activities, a bit of knife collecting, now product reviews. Pardon me, and this creator is actually only a few hours away from me geographically. I'm in Canada, but they're in Pennsylvania. And what I enjoy about this particular channel is the fact that Woman Outdoors can bring us different seasons, because they live in a climate similar to my own where we have all four. So they bring us the extreme cold, the extreme heat, the snow, the sun, extreme wind, and other things that come along with that. It's interesting to see the different things we're going to learn from Woman Outdoors, including the very interesting places that they take us, particularly when they go camping. Thank you everybody for the shares as well. I really do appreciate that. And then, yeah, thank you, Fanatic Guide. I've been doing that for the last 2.5 to probably over 3 years now, and I don't think that the formula has ever really changed. Even when it comes to just simply watching a video that's 3 minutes long, from beginning to end, leaving a comment, 3 or 4 sentences, you all know that I do that because I've done it for all of you. And then, really that's all it takes. I don't, even though we recommend watching more videos or longer videos and stuff like that, when restricted for time, I just grab the 3-minute video or, 4-minute video or whatever's there and get it done as quick as I can, but it always sticks, right? You see when I put channels on the screen today, except for a mistake I might have made since the last live stream. The channels are always subscribed. We see it over and over and over again. Woman Outdoors, an incredibly supportive channel, not just here in Superchat, but I see them out supporting other creators as well, and I wish for you to get that kind of support coming back to you also, so I hope you'll connect with them. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Lord Texas Boy Gaming is somebody who's been with Superchat pretty much from the beginning. They recently started making frequent appearances again and happened to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. They've got over 4,000 subscribers now, and you know that I say of channels of this size, there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey already. We can already imagine that. So I'm just going to take a notification here and set it up for the next premiere. That's for later tonight in another hour and a half, but I'm going to take your latest video and put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me something to stay caught up with. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. You wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road or 2 years down the road in your YouTube journey? And I promise you there are plenty of generous creators willing to support you over that time frame and beyond. You hear the stories that I tell here are way beyond weeks and months now into literally a year or 2 years or even beyond. Thank you, Chef Sketty. I really do appreciate those kind words and that highlighted milestone message. Those are available as a bonus to anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. Stephanie G is in the house. This can be a difficult channel to find because Stephanie G is such a popular name, but if you notice they've got that dot beyond the G, and you just want to match up the avatar when you get them in your search results so that you can make sure you got the right channel. Thank you, Chef Sketty, for another super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier today, but I do appreciate that extra generous support, so thank you for that. Stephanie G happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. We'll spin, we'll get another channel up here, and like I said, I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels so that we can get as many on the screen in the next hour as possible. Really Haunted Places is coming up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on. If I remember right, this is a creator that's actually got 3 different channels, and we'll see that in a quick second. Let me get their channel up on the screen. Oh, YouTube wants to play games with me. I got to let them know I'm looking for a channel. You can use those filters on a phone or on a computer, but it tells YouTube that you're looking for a channel specifically. Whenever you have trouble finding a channel, you can use quotes. I find that that really helps. And then, of course, Stephanie G's mentioning the handle. We'll talk about that when we get to her channel, and I'll show you how it can be helpful. But I believe that handles are more important than we might think. I suggest everybody go and get your handles if you can right now. If you can't, it should only be literally days away before they open that up to everyone. But I think that people are going to memorize our handles even more so than our channel names, because after this, you'll be more inclined to change your channel name, but not your handle. You'll want it to match your Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok and things like that if possible. So Really Haunted Places is up here with 50 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. They've got a premiere coming up, actually. We'll still be on, but we know that after Tuber Chat we'll have brand new content. And then they've got another couple of channels here. Good Cemetery's Gone Bad. We've seen many times before. Let me just go back because I want to get their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. And then as well, we're going to get to their other channels. Good Cemetery's Gone Bad, we've seen here many times before as well. And USA Scratchers is a third channel that we've seen many times also. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and that will go in my catch-up list also. I see we've got a brand new channel in the chat. So Dylan the Chill 17, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Get to the Farm is in the house as well, and I see Fat Ninja DM is here, and we're going to have a look at Hilda DC. She is a very much loved and well-respected creator who is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you visit them for premieres and live streams as well. Nikki D Music and more, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Hilda DC is well over 2,200 subscribers, well on the road towards 2,300 now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I'm just going to set the reminder for the game night she's got coming up tomorrow evening. And it's evening for me in the Eastern time zone. And then I'm just going to grab your latest video and put that in my catch-up list. I know I'm behind. She brings shorts, videos, and live streams. And what you're going to find from Hilda DC more than anything else are mukbang-style product reviews and challenges. Some of those can be collaborations with other creators, but she does vlogging on her channel. A lot of shorts that we've talked about, and then some other live streams where she'll have StreamYard panelists come in, or she will join a lot of creators on their panels as well. Hilda DC is one of the most encouraging creators that I have met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. Oh, that's very cool. Get to the Farm. In the first hour, still in the house. That's Weave's World. And then Hilda DC, when I talk about being encouraging, this creator will bring us a lot of positive affirmations, but that's just from herself while she's on screen for videos and premieres and for live streams. But as well, she has, you know, special effects on the screen that pop up, motivating, encouraging, and then as well, she even gets Nightbot involved. So like I said, one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in 5.5 years. I hope you'll connect with her and see the positivity that is constantly spread from this creator. T and Sharinda TV's in the house. Thank you for coming in. I've got them on the wheel as well. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And like I said, we'd love to push Hilda DC towards the 2,300 subscribers she's thinking about. Fanatic Guide is coming up next. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Fanatic Guide has got over 3,000 subscribers. We were talking about this because I was excited to see this creator pass that milestone. They've done a few premieres over the last couple of weeks. I can see I'm behind again, so I'm going to take a longer one. Oh, actually, let me see what you've done lately. Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to take this longer one, 45 minutes. I can put that in my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up a little bit. But Fanatic Guide's got more to the channel than gaming. They do mix up the gameplay, and they post frequently, but they've also got helpful, almost how-to type videos, and we can see that they've got another milestone. I'm going to be very excited for them to hit this because they've got 99,000 views on this video right now. It is going to be the first video for this creator to cross 100,000, and I think that's just a wonderful milestone to hit. I hope everybody will connect with Fanatic Guide because, like I say about channels over 3,000, there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by. We can imagine that because of what they must have already gone through in their YouTube journey. Thank you, everybody, for the 100 thumbs up. Fanatic Guide is always pushing for us to get those, always promoting Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful as well. But if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Melody Maid is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They happen to be a member, so of course we put them on the wheel as soon as they got here today. It's not going to be too long now before I start adding names to our wheel from our chat list. I know it can be quite a wait some days, but it is open to everybody. And there you go. Yeah, soon time to make the silver play button for that video. Yes. And then we do have one friend, Happy Lux, who in the Tuber Chat community, he was doing growth streams even before we started. He actually helped me get Tuber Chat moving. We met lots of friends and family members over there. We were actually in his when we got our 1,000 subscribers on this channel, but Happy Lux has crossed well over the 100,000 now and has his play button, and it's a really cool thing to see. I've seen other creators that I've known personally get them now and have them, but it's kind of cool to have somebody in the Tuber Chat family cross that milestone, and I'm sure we're going to see much more of that as well. So Melody Maid is up here right now. This is a creator I'm still getting to know, and they've got almost 1,900 subscribers right now. They are an advocate for helping others grow their channel. They do a series, and it is called Channel Chat Club, I believe, where you can meet more friends and family members. There's an example of it right there. I've seen this creator collaborate with others on their channels as well. Buddha of Destiny, namaste. Good to see you in the house. Sharksmith Angling, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in as well. And when we look at Melody Maid, we're actually going to see a bit more on the channel. They create art using mixed media techniques, using paper, fabric, prints, and resin in between the live streams and shorts that you'll find on the channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know her as I am. Life with Adrienne XO is another creator who's been with Tuber Chat from the beginning. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Buddha of Destiny, namaste. Thanks for the share. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder 2.0. This guy's got 1 million channels. Kid Wonder, my dear friend, how on earth are you going to manage this? You can see, I know Scratch and PPA, if nobody else can see the exhaustion in my face sometimes as I've filled my plate too full. Although it'll be calming down any minute now. But I don't wish that on anybody. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder's got all kinds of channels. What I do have to give a hat off to for Kid Wonder more than anything else, though, is the idea that when he has an idea for another channel or a product, he tries. right? And definitely there's something to be said for that, because he's already monetized a couple of channels and almost monetized on a third one now. T and Sharinda TV is up on the screen. They got 3,000 subscribers, and I see that Rock Chick Beauty from the UK is coming in with Super Chat. Thank you for that. She's done that countless times before. For that reason, we're going to put her channel up on the screen next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Kid Wonder happens to be a member with a couple of channels, actually, so I'm going to get them. I've got them on the wheel already. And then burnout is a real thing, absolutely, yes. I won't, I'm quite certain I won't burn out, but I just happen to have filled my plate a little bit full. That's why sometimes we don't make 4 streams over the last couple of months, but I'm expecting things to really ease off for me in the next coming months, and we'll be able to stick to that 4 stream a week schedule. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another extremely generous creator. I should have kept your hat beside me. What I do is I put it away so it doesn't get, like, you know, dusty and things like that if I'm not going to wear it constantly. And then when I do bring it out, it'll still be in perfect shape. Mark the Shark sent over a beautiful hat. Some people here in the Tuber Chat family have seen me wear it, actually, but he's got lots of those out there. Kid Wonders just grabbed another membership. Thank you. Absolutely unnecessary, my dear friend, but very much appreciated, of course. And then oh, that's really cool. I want to know. Yeah, those are a couple of big creators. I think Daniel Batal is from, forgive me, is that the creator behind TubeBuddy? Or I could be mistaken about that, but D. Nimmin is Nick Nimmin's brother, and he tends to do a lot of mobile. But those are creators definitely to watch. I Want to Know happens to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel, but it's cool that you got your descriptions reviewed and stuff like that. They will give you incredible advice, I'm sure. They are very much looked at as authorities. Recommend self-care and a fabulous supportive community. Yes, absolutely, Melody Maid, as she has on her channel as well. Italist1, good to see you in the house. Thanks for the thumbs up. And when we talk about T and Sharinda TV, more than anything else, we see mukbang style challenges and reviews here, but they've got shorts, videos, and live streams. Sometimes we just get some storytelling and a great chance to get to know the creator behind this channel. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I say, of channels over 3,000, that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can all certainly imagine that. And then, yeah, they did a special stream for StreamYard, which is really, really cool. So thank you for that. I Want to Know. Rock Chick Beauty's coming up next. They dropped a super chat on us. They've done that countless times before. She's from the UK. She started with beauty, but brings us all kinds of content on her channel with shorts, videos, and live streams, which she reset and restarted a year and a half ago, actually. There you go. Yeah, so I have more to read. I'll be looking forward to looking at that. I Want to Know. Actually, I'm just going to make a note beside your name here. When we get to your channel, I'll have a look at that. Rock Chick Beauty is so close to the 1,000 subscribers now. She only needs another 15. My prediction is she'll have it by the time the weekend is over. Now, for me, I always say the weekend, including Monday, because we will stream tomorrow graphic design. And that includes the banner and the avatar, which are frequently updated by this creator. He's doing a lot of product reviews and sponsored videos, actually. So I'm just going to take your latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up and make sure I don't fall behind. I'm going to spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I'm going to put Makeup Mom and Son up on the screen right now. And pardon me, because I feel like we missed Mitchie Boo. Mitchie Boo dropped a super chat a little while ago, and that is Mitchell and Doll as well. So forgive me for that if I made that mistake. For some reason, it's crossing my mind. We'll know when we get that channel up on the screen. And after a little while longer, we'll get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. We're going to do a break actually shortly. When we do, I'll add some names at that time. One of the things you'll notice when you live stream is sometimes somebody will mention in